makes you a perfect photographer. As I said, as we discussed earlier in the cases, we can learn the techniques, we can understand the techniques, and we can understand the terminologies or the jargons that used in photography, the meaning, and how to operate a camera. But the good picture comes only by practice. Okay, yeah, it's a chat. Okay, portrait photography. So portraiture is a window to the soul. So I'll be presenting about what is a portrait photography and what are the different types of portrait photography, and what are the tips that can help you to take a portrait picture. You see, this is what they, and also the technical tips how to frame a portrait photograph. Okay, portraiture is a window to the soul. Okay, as in the very first presentation, photography as a drawing with the light and art, not the content, the subject which expresses the feeling or any emotion to be conveyed through the window. Through the window means the frame. Technically, to say the frame, how you're going to compose the subject. As well as this portrait photography, which involves the human subjects, uh, where to express, to convey the feel of this soul or the emotion in the frame, that what you are fixing is the window. So portraiture is a window to the soul. So it's given by quote. And there are what are the different types of portrait? Candid portrait, posed, formal, couple, environmental, sporting, children, and group. There are different types of portrait photography. What we have to take it from here is with which the portrait which involves with the what you say, the subject, which is the living subject, okay, which gives you the feel or emotion. If you take the orientation, no, if you see the orientation of any photograph or any image or any paper or any thing, no, there are two orientations. One is portrait, another one is the landscape. Okay, the landscape which gives you what you say, the environment, to highlight the environments, to make it the overall ambience, to give you, to present the overall ambience. We can go for that landscape mode or landscape orientation. The portrait is the orientation which is opposite to that landscape, where which gives you the soul of like a window. It's not like a width one, it says like a vertical opening, which where why we are meaning here window as the peeping through the window to see the outside world or to capture your moments. So in that way, portrait and landscape are the two orientations given to the papers, and paper size, paper orientation, and other image modes. Here there are different types of portrait photography where we can take it. Okay, the candid, posed, as you all know, no, the candid photography, candid, the candid for is, it's an unposed and unplanned photographs are known as the candid photos. The candid photos are unposed and unplanned photos. Okay. So here, just a minute. Yeah. Unposed and unplanned is known as the candid photographs. Mostly, the event photographers, where especially the mostly used place are the wedding. Wedding, they used to take it unposed and unplanned. And even some documentaries, even in some for documentaries on streets to capture the unposed and unplanned events, you can go for a candid shot. Okay, which gives you a life or emotion or a feel, which is the unposed and unplanned is known as the candid shot, where we can go for a portrait photography. And posed posed photography is a communication, you see, which is a posed one, which is a communication between the photographer and the subject about the body position and expression. Okay, the posture, the body posture and the expression, the communication between the photographer and the model. The model is the subject. So, which is the posed photography where they can go for a model photograph. So, they will take that model photography. It's the between the body postures and expressions plays a major role in the posed portrait photographs. Okay, and the formal is the communication between the photographer and subject. You see, the posed is different, the body posture, posing, no, the body position and the posture matters here in the posed photography, and the expression obviously it will be there for any photographs. When it comes to formal, uh, the same model thing, the communication between the photographer and the subject regarding to the clothing, location, style and mood. So which also a bit covers what you say, the clothing, the jewelries, and the location and the style and mood in the subject. Okay, here it varies. When the technically the variation for posed and formal. For example, if you want to highlight the body position and expression, you have to choose the camera lens accordingly to capture only the body position that the models poses. And if you want to capture the subject regarding the clothing, the style, and the location where they are, no, you have to choose the different lens, what we call the focal length, no, the lesser focal length and the higher focal length lens. It varies. So it is the communication between the photographer and the regarding the subject regarding the cloth, location, and style. And the couple, you see, the couple is couple portrait. We can take couple portrait, no, which is where the subject which is in the frame should have some sort of interpretation of the relationship. I have pasted here one wedding pose during our pre-wedding pose, but not only the wedding photographs, just your in your frame the subject which have some sort of a relationship, interpretation of relationship inside your frame of capturing should have that relationship between two people. We can go for the couple portrait photography and the group portrait. These are all the group portrait. You see, we will see what is the similarity in all the portrait photographies. That will be the biggest tip or technique for you. So interpretation of a bond between the member of a group. This is not only for a studio based, indoor based photographs, even for outdoors where it's a group of people where we will take that documentary of children playing in a group, no, that also gives a very good portrait where the look and feel should communicate something to the viewers. That is more important here. And the environmental portrait, now which shows the subjects and its own territory. Here the environment is of about a Tyler, or you can show any environmental. Here see the not only the object subject, it's a living subject is highlighted, where it the other highlighting parts here is or the environment where he is. Okay, this is the occupation, and we can show some. You see, if you take picture in a kitchen, okay, in a kitchen with the subject, the person cooking, no, with all the environments, no, it becomes the environmental portrait. Okay, the children, okay, obviously children, and I'll tell you, here are some of the list of the tips that you can take it for the portrait photography. Choosing the right background. Okay, choosing the right background matters for the environmental and the formal photographies, the formal portraits, where your communication between the photographer and the subject towards not only the living subject and also highlights the location. So choosing the right background matters, and even for model posed photography, no, the right color of the background which matters, and focus on the eyes lighting. So because a portrait, no, which matters, a living thing which should have a connection where the eyes and the lens, the connection between the eyes and the lens matters in a portrait photography, especially with the pose, not with the candid photography, posed formal photographies or any group photo or any type of portrait that you're taking. No, the eyes focus and the light focus on the eyes lighting matters for a photography, a portrait photography, and lighting and more lighting because lighting emphasize when it comes to lighting class. No, we will discuss about the different types of lighting, basic lighting techniques that is available in the photography. What they call it as 3-point lighting and 4-point lighting that we will discuss in a separate class. So lighting is also one of the more important, whether you are highlighting the background or the foreground or in which direction the light matters. So in which direction the light comes. It's also matter for a portrait photography and change from the format. You see what they call, no, they alter your perspective. No, the framing, the window framing, you can change the perspective also. Okay, take it from the top view or take it from the bottom view. As when we discussed in during the shots, no, the angles also matters. The high angle or taking it a photograph in a low angle, but don't lose the common, what you say, the main core essence of a portrait is the liveliness in the subject, liveliness of the subject that comes in their photography. Uh, so as a, that comes on your photograph, which acts as a subject. And you see, you subject with experiment with various subject expressions, no, in model photography and in the emotions expressions in the formal photography. Now you try out with various emotions, okay, and then play with focus. This focus is one of the technique that is available in our camera operation. So you can play with the focus to take a portrait photography. So as in the first quote that it is mentioned, portraiture is the window to the soul. Don't forget about this. The focus on the eyes. Eyes are very important for any portrait photography, and give your subject space. The subject that you are capturing in your frame should have some sort of space where it is looking, depending on the pose that has been given, whether the subject is looking towards the camera or whether the subject is looking somewhere else. No, give some space. You see, I am looking right side. No, this frame is not, this frame won't give any space towards the right side. Okay, if you're framing, like, give some space left or right where your subject is posing, or if it is subject posing towards the camera lens, and the reflection and shadow, the movement in the camera. Even you can freeze the activity. That there is one of the technique of photography where it is freezing action. How it is possible? Using the increasing the shutter speed, we can freeze the action. So with these tips, these are very basic tips. Only thing, while taking photography, we have to be very conscious while considering all these tips and go ahead with the portrait photography. Uh, but as of now, you try all these things with your mobile camera itself. You try all those portraits in your mobile camera itself. You see environmental photography. Take a picture in your kitchen, okay, and the posed photography. Consider about the light and consider the background. Just take a pose. Pose matters in a portrait, and a formal, just give more importance to the dress you wear, the costume that you wear, and give importance. And try different lightings, since you have some restrictions that are available lightings in your home, because you don't have that much what you say, the professional lightings won't be there, but try with the available lightings. Okay, when it comes to lighting, indoor and outdoor, no, outdoor we can't do any, we can't try out innovative creative type of lighting outdoor, because the restriction to only available source of light is the sunlight. When it comes to indoor, you can try with many lighting techniques. Since it is an indoor, we have the total control over the light, so we can try with the lighting techniques. What I need is you use your mobile camera as of now, and you take photographs and post it in our Moodle site. Okay, that's it. As I said, practice matters. I want you people to practice more, take more and more photographs, keeping this in mind. Okay, keeping this in mind. One time, if you're taking photography, just focus on the eyes and take the photos. Okay, then consider the type of shot that makes you professional. That while taking a photograph, making conscious about the techniques like shots, angles, and the focus and the other shutter speed techniques, taking it and executing it, will make you more professional than how you were there. before knowing these terms, how you have taken photographs. So that is more important. Whenever you take this portrait, the posed and formal photographs, no, just look into the ask the people to look into the camera lens. Okay, that gives you the feel of the what you say the Mona Lisa picture. Okay, try this out, take more portrait photographs and upload it. Okay, practice it. And you see, whatever the assignment that I am posting, no, that is not going to over by the 5 p.m. of the day. It will be given some 7 days to get to upload it. Okay, I'll be giving some 7 days to upload the photos that you are taking. And if you have any questions, no, you can put it on the Moodle, and also as well as after the classes, you can discuss about your doubts and your questions. Okay, any questions?